Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome to Wednesday night here in the NBA. It's the Miami Heat facing off against the Philadelphia 76ers. And that'll do it from the studio. Let's get you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports broadcast crew at the arena. I'll see you back here at halftime.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me in the booth, as always, Clark Kellogg and the sharpshooter, Steve Kerr. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on, of course, LeBron James.
Tell you what, LeBron can absolutely soar in for the finish. I remember last year, the alley-oop in the conference finals against Indiana just almost put his head on the rim.
Air freight is a nickname we could dub LeBron James. I mean, he's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Defensively, the strength, length, mobility. He can wall you up and lock you down and put you away.
The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team. Well, guys, they got swept in last year's series, and you know that's the first and foremost thing in their minds as they look to turn the tables this time around.
You know, this game kicks off a three-game season series for these clubs. Definitely both looking to get that leg up tonight.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good. Chalmers has got his first 3 points of the game.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And Turner kicks to Carter Williams. He dishes it to Young. Goes up on the wing. And the shot is long. That's right, Steve. And even though they may not be the fiercest of rivals, it doesn't mean both these teams, you know, Clark, aren't hungry to start their series off right.
And you know what? Another thing, who knows, guys, the 3 games between them could end up having an influence on how the conference playoff picture shakes out.
And here's Chalmers for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Chalmers has got 6 points. Carter Williams kicks to Noel. Richardson off a pick from Noel. Richardson dishes to Young. Battier with the steal. He feeds it to Bosh. Pass to Battier. Kicks to Wade. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Heat lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter.
Bring your costume. It's Halloween in the NBA. Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks take on Joakim Noah and the Chicago Bulls. It's the NBA Thursday. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment.
Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. At the forward spots, James and Haslam. Allen out there with Chalmers. And it's Oden in at the 5, roaming the paint. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23-18 here last season.
Maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. And they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, they're going to back you.
Down low, here's Allen. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, he's been the star of movies before, but Ray Allen recently shared some of his plans for what he'll do after basketball. First thing on his list is to get back in front of the camera and resume his acting career.
Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for Miami. And for Ray Allen, now 38 years of age. Interesting to see how much longer, Steve, he thinks he can continue and how much teams feel he can continue.
Well, he's had some foot issues that have slowed him down a little bit. I thought he had a terrific regular season last year for the Heat, although maybe a little bit slow during the playoffs. But, great shooters have a way of sticking around.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hi, guys. Well, LeBron James' game is so well-rounded, you might forget that he led the league in scoring back in 2008. He said, I've done that before. I'm capable of doing it, but that's not my job here. My job is to do a lot of everything, rebounding, passing, and defending. Guys, his versatility and completeness as a basketball player is what makes him so incredible to watch.
He can do it all, Doris. Pass, shoot, special talent. And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see at a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
And here's Anderson from the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And if you want to look at one thing that was the key to the victory, Kevin, it was the three-point shooting.
Well, that's a powerful weapon for them indeed. I mean, it makes things a lot easier for you offensively when you're knocking down that three ball.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. It's the Heat.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Hello and welcome. We've got a great one underway at Wells Fargo Center. The Heat are doing... At Quicken Loans Arena, the Cavaliers in a close one against Brooklyn. Things are pretty close out there in the third quarter of action. And here's a look at the other NBA action from around the league. For the Celtics, they'll be up against the Raptors in Toronto. Divisional games, always a heated affair. The 7 p.m. Eastern tip time is set. And that'll be our report. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A great shot of the William Penn statue, 27 feet tall at the top of City Hall here in Philadelphia as we return. Nice game. Great performance by Mario Chalmers.
Yeah, his performance really transcends the stat sheet, Kevin, because you look at it, not all that impressive, but he's made a huge impact.
Yeah, the numbers aren't huge, but he's been really solid. I mean, he's made some important plays for him, and that's what it takes to win. You can't always have guys just stuff in the stat sheet. Sometimes you need plays made that don't show up in the box score.
Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward sets. Carter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. And it's Noel in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, what a series it was in the finals a year ago. Such great basketball. Two teams that like to play up-tempo. And I'll tell you, the Spurs had Miami. They had the series in the bag. They were one play away from wrapping it up in Game 6, but the miracle comeback from the Heat that led to the Game 7 victory and another title for the Miami Heat.
Carter Williams kicks to Young. On the wing, Jason Richardson buries the long-range jumper. Richardson's got his second basket of the night.
A wide-open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Backing down as LeBron tries from 7. And another basket for Miami. Clark, it was interesting because the games themselves weren't particularly close through the first half of the series, but things started to get really tight when they left San Antonio after Game 5.
How about that, Kevin? You talk about things tightening up. We had a game for the ages in Game 6. 28.6 seconds to go. The Spurs +5. Miami needed a miracle, and they found it in the form of timely three-point shooting and got some help from the San Antonio Spurs missing some free throws.
The Game 6 was about as intense an NBA game as you'll ever see.
Oh, it was off the charts. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Richardson the pass to Turner. And Young, here we go. Good D by Wade.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the move.
And we've reached the end of the third. Heat lead by 4. And when...
Tune in for a scary night of basketball. Halloween in the NBA. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Live this Thursday night.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The 76ers trail by 4. On the floor for Miami. Pulling out the wings, Wade and Battier. Haslam and Bosh up front. And it's Chalmers in at the point guard position. And Noel throws it down.
A high-quality shot is almost always going to come off the rebound like that.
And Clark, he is so good at working his way inside, holding off the defenders under the glass, and being in the right position.
Knows how to use his body.
Yeah, and I just like the way he persistently pursues the pumpkin.
Feeds to Carter Williams. Takes it out to Richardson. And the three ball is good. Richardson's got 9 points here in the second half.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come. But
Carter Williams gets to Young. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Noel. Here's Chalmers. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. And he can play off of his teammates and find openings on the perimeter, just catch and shoot. Got a quick release. Beautiful stroke.
He does such a nice job of getting himself squared up and in perfect position before the ball gets there, preparing before the pass.
On offense, here are the Heat. They lead by 1. Out to Battier. Pass to LeBron.
What throwdown there, man! Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Noel's checked in. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Young. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And they go to the intentional foul.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
Second free throw. No good that time. He really wanted that one. And the 76ers call time here. They're behind by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Noel with it. Carter Williams dishes to Turner. The 76ers with another miss.
I like the defense, guys. Really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, that's going to be it. Great work at the charity stripe. That'll close this game out.
Can't get it to fall. And so it's Miami winning this one. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game,